So again, trying to compose this on the page, making it large enough that I have plenty of room to illustrate this. I kind of jumped ahead on this again, but here's the line of action. And again, as you lay this out, this is also a gesture drawing that helps you locate this. When you then try to focus with the three shapes for the, almost like a snowman, but three shapes for the head, the torso, and the pelvis, and that's the initial shape there. And you're trying to find the skeletal structure they talk about. So just finding the circular part for the head, and the spine is going to follow that line of action until you can find the shoulders. And they're foreshortened, meaning one is in front of the other, and it's going to telescope. But since it's just the profile view, it's not going to be too dramatic. But there's the shoulder part. So if you do kind of sketch this down for the leg kind of creeping around here, there's the heel and the toe, and the heel for this one. So emphasizing it again, took it out there. And then if it comes down to the cartoon anatomy of the pelvis of this cat, you're going to see the front and the one behind it, again, overlapping a bit. So you have to get used to that sketch. And then creating these curved lines. They curve, find the heel down into that piece. So I've kind of jumped ahead here with the torso of the cat, and then the pelvis. So just kind of redrawing it in there. And if you can connect the tangents along with that line of action, that motion, it's going to just carry right on through, and the tail is just an extension of the spine. So going back in, and I'll try to get a better picture there, but it does have the almost a front view. Here's the elliptical shapes that you're seeing with the almost the beginnings that we started. A little bit of highlight with the pupils there. Little triangular shape based off of this spherical part for the nose. Now it takes a little bit larger section, divided, and gives the lower part for the mouth there. So when you take a look at how this character's there, it's kind of slanted up. So if it is the squash and stretch kicking in here, it's kind of bringing it up to that angle, left to right. So those are the kind of things you want to try to look for. And then the lower part. So then it has the larger sections for the cheek. You don't see the one because of the overlap of the shoulder. And then try to look at the proportion. The ears are kind of wrapped around this character's turning that direction. The triangular shapes for the ears. Where do they attach? What happens? You'd want to kind of establish that in there. Little hairs going over the top. And it kind of has this little centerpiece that they use as a formula for their fur right into that section. Okay. Now, if you can think of the anatomy of the legs kind of being this cylindrical, circular, oval shape, all mixed together. If you do a little cross contour, I just throw those in there just so you can see it, and then find a circular part for the heel of the paw as they're kind of tiptoeing out of here, and using that circle. Three on top there. And there's the foot. So each of them almost have a similar quality to it, a slight change to it. The back, the leg kind of twisting around here. Again, these circular parts, they're going in perspective, so keep one in front of the other. And the bending of this. So right here, there's a little bit of an overlap of the heel, so that's what you're trying to find as well, or some of the details in there. Builds that part up. Each one of these has a center line that the claw is going to be coming right out of, so it helps to kind of locate that, because that's going to emphasize the geometry and also the location of the piece. And then the back leg coming in here like this. that section. So you can kind of see it. They have the underbelly separate color there, and it gives you the entire piece. Again, the tail, once you see it, just put a couple lines in there to help you with the cross contour. It gets the volume going with it pretty well. It sets you up pretty good. So again, just a pencil sketch, and once you do this, take a picture of your drawing with your camera so that we have a before and after picture of the drawing to the pen and ink.